Hello everybody, today I want to act as a moderator to introduce for you a new kind of pollution. As you may know that the world has been taking a heavy toll by a number of negative activity of human, such as throwing waste, releasing carbon emission by using vehicle. But there is one kind of pollution that many people ignore, which is industrial waste. So what is it? Let's figure out.
Industrial waste is defined as waste generated by manufacturing or industrial processes. The types of industrial waste generated include cafeteria garbage, dust and gravel, masonry and concrete, scrap metals, trash, oil, solvents, chemicals, wet grass and trees, wood and scrap lumber, and similar waste. Industrial waste may be solid, liquid, or gas. It may be hazardous or non-hazardous waste.
Okay, with the introduction of my friend, I hope you may know what is industrial waste, right? So, in the next part, I will give you further information about it in order to give you a clear view about how severity it is.
The sewer on the side of Hanoi were contaminated with toxic waste, causing iron and steel to leak out. Workers don't dare to go down in the rain. Bình Hưng Hòa Wastewater Treatment Plant in Bình District has been repeatedly erupted due to overpolluted sources of wastewater, especially from textile and dyeing facilities. Nearly 300,000 businesses operating, nearly 30,000 manufacturing enterprises generate industrial waste with a total waste production of more than 4,000 tons a day, and this figure will double by 2050. Just over 11% of generated industrial waste is strictly controlled. It noted that the sample was taken from Phước Hiệp landfill in 2012. Organic waste averagely accounted for 69% by wet waste and 51.6% by dry waste. Plastic were responded for 16% by wet waste, ranking into the second high position after food waste. High quarter content is usually found in solid waste sample ranging from 70 to 90%, sometimes 95%, especially in rainy season. It should be highlighted that domestic hazardous solid waste is not separated, collected, and treatment in Ho Chi Minh City. Therefore, it's easy to hazardous components such as battery, ink, pen, or electronic equipment in waste sample.
Okay, you know what is it? You may know the data of it. So, what are the causes standing behind it? Let's figure out. As we may know that industrial waste contain a number of negative effects towards human health and the environment, so as it can contain toxic chemical as in case, harmful substances and metal scrap. But whether this happen, the next bar will illustrate some possible causes of this kind of waste. The primary cause of the problems is that many industries and factories do not have waste treatment system. Therefore, the enterprises would release their waste directly to the ecology. This video shows that a particular company in Ho Chi Minh City is releasing their toxic water to the living land of citizens in District 12. The another cause is that there are many companies that don't have qualified treatment waste system. To be more specific, their system just only handle a small amount of their waste or they divert their waste to other substances. will also have bad effects for the ecology. This video is given an evidence about one particular factory. It releasing toxic gas to the atmosphere when handling waste. The final cost of industrial waste must be laid on the regulation of the government. In recent years, the authority had been so easy with many enterprises, which lets them downplay the role of the environment and human health. Therefore, the headquarters of a country should enact suitable policy on the enterprises for preventing possible consequences in years to come. Have you ever wondered about its consequence? Who will be involved and affected? Okay, in the next part, I will give you a clearer information about who will be involved and how the environment will be affected by industrial waste.
When factories do not have a good and standard wastewater treatment systems that discharges wastewater into the environment, the most affected is water. With underground water, in addition to suspended sediments above the surface water, heavy waste will be deposited to the bottom of the river. Following the decomposition process, part of this substance is consumed by living organisms, and the other part is taken down into the underground water and changes the properties of this water significantly due to the high content of organic substances and heavy metals. For aquatic organisms, industrial wastewater has a direct impact on them, especially river creatures. Since water in this area is most affected by contamination, many marine species induce modification in genes, even suffering genetic defects due to the excessive water exposure to toxins. Not only affecting the water source and water organisms, industrial wastewater also causes a major impact on the land source. Contaminated water brings into the soil a variety of inorganic and organic contaminants that trigger surface soil pollutions. As contaminants from water seep into the soil, it does not only harm the soil but also species that reside on it. Industrial wastewater affects not only people, land, and water, but also the air. The toxic, organic, and inorganic compounds in wastewater through the water cycle, following water vapor in the air, increasing the density of dirt in the air. Not only that, the steam are also dissolved for microorganisms and other toxic industrial gas. When surface water, groundwater are polluted, land and air are polluted, people are greatly affected. People living in areas directly affected by industrial wastewater will be susceptible to cancer, gene mutations, bacterial infections, lung disease, and so on.
Okay, in the next reverse forward, I hope you can be able to understand how severity of industrial waste, right? But don't worry about it. There are two sustainable solutions which can be used to tackle the industrial waste. Firstly, in order to look for the solution which is sustainable, we must know the definition of sustainability first. According to the London Report in 1987, if people want to achieve sustainable development, these people organizations must ensure their approach including three main factors: their environmental sector, economical sector, and social sector. Therefore, as a matter of fact, our solution must also have three aspects mentioned in the definition of Brundtland, which are economy, society, and environment. Now, we're going to look through the benefits of solution 1 in order to check whether it is sustainable or not. Firstly, according to the Friend of the Earth 2018, they believe that using recycled material is synonym with saving environmental resources, especially the resource of woods and forests. Additionally, recyclable material can also protect the surrounding environment, reducing the climate change, for example, and the life of wild animals. Therefore, it is clear to say the solution 1 is satisfy the factor of the environment. Secondly, based on the truthful information of the research of PRMC 2017, they emphasize that using recycled materials would reduce the need of purchasing fertilizer, mulch, and soil conditioner. By doing this, a number of people can be able to save a great amount of money for themselves. More than this approach can also create a number of jobs due to the demand of recycling process, which is the key feature to add positive value for the entire economy of many countries in the world. Hence, economical sector is also included in this solution. Finally, once the ecology is improved and economical value is added, the health of humans would be enhanced significantly and a number of people would be able to avoid unemployment. And this factor is the real result of social factor. From the mentioned information, it is noticeable that using recycled materials is a solution satisfies three aspects of sustainable characteristic. Therefore, this solution is sustainability and can be used to reduce the damage of industrial waste.
The new reactor design offers the progressive way of improving the process efficiencies as well as reduce the waste. The chlor-alkali industry is a good example of industry that has incorporated process that change to increase the efficiencies and reduce the operating costs. The waste has been reduced through the implementations of the chain. Two different electrolyte processes were developed to produce the chloride and sodium hydroxide at about the same time. The mercury cell process yield the high concentrations of sodium hydroxide but generate the waste containing the mercury. So this approach offers the greatest potential for reduction or elimination of hazardous waste. The electroplating industry has incorporated in many modifications to reduce the hazard level of the waste generated, as well as the quantities of waste. Generally, the modifications are waste stream treatment, as opposite to process the chemistry change. For example, acidic solutions are neutralized with caustic soda, and hexavalent chromium waste are converted to the trivalent state to reduce the toxicity.
First of all, I want to send my big appreciation for watching our video. Secondly, from our video, the implication of us is that our ecology are in dire need of protection. Otherwise, the earth would not be able for us to live anymore, especially the major threat from industrial waste. Thirdly, when thinking about the role of protection for the earth, this method should be considered to be sustainable and must be supported by all of you. Finally, our message would be save the earth and live sustainably.